All right, I want to go over some work that you have today and using our addition strategies. So today we're working on the addition algorithm and we'll get to that strategy at the very end. So let's read this together. So the fourth grade is participating in a dance performance. On opening night, there were 158 people in the audience. On the second night, there were 275 people in the audience. How many people came to the performance on the first two nights? Well, right away I see that I've got two numbers. There were 158 people in the audience on the first night, and on the second night, there were 275 people in the audience. And what they want us to find is that question at the very end. How many people came to the performance on the first two nights? So I want to know all together how many people came on these two nights. So I'm going to be adding these two numbers. One of the strategies that we've talked about is using that give and take strategy. And in the give and take strategy, we give to one of the numbers, we take away from the other. And that's not going to change our sum or our answer. It's going to actually give us the exact same answer. So in this number, I can see that this number is conveniently close to a friendly number of 300. It's actually 25 away from 300. So if I give to this number, I need to take away from this number. And that would leave me with 3 here, a 3 here, and a 1 here. So to show what we're doing there, we started with 275. We added 25 to make that friendly number of 300. And now we're just going to add that 133 to it, which is going to give us 433. Now most of us are going to use the standard algorithm. I'm going to show now our standard algorithm, our standard pattern that we'll follow when we're adding, first using the base 10 pieces and then using just our numbers. So on this model, I have my 100, 5 tens, which is 50, and 8 unit cubes, which would be 8, so 158. On the bottom, I have 200 mats, and so 200, 7 tens, so 70, and 5 unit squares, so 275. And now I'm going to start to add these together. And I'm going to start with my smallest units and work to my biggest place values. And as I start to add these, I'm going to see that something's going to happen. On the top now, I have 10 unit squares. Just by moving these around, now I have 10 on the top. And I know that when I have 10 unit squares, that's going to make one of my unit strips. So I'm going to get rid of those and create a new unit strip. Now I'm going to count all of my unit strips. So on top I have 6, on the bottom I have 7. So as I start to add them together, I know that when I get to 10 unit strips, that's going to give me my mat. So I've got 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I know that when I have 10 of them, it's going to make one of my unit mats. So I'm going to duplicate this and get rid of these. I'm just regrouping is what we're going to call this. And now I can see that I have 400, I have 30, and I have 3 equals 433. Now I'm going to show how most of us will work a problem like this out. And I'm going to put in some lines to show that we're going to work with one place value at a time, working from our smallest units to our biggest place values. And in this case, we're going to start with 8 and 5 in our ones place. And just like with the base 10 pieces, when we added these together, we got 13. But I can't simply write 13 at the bottom because it's a 10 and a 3. And I need to move that 1 to the tens place, just like I did with my base 10. So I'm going to erase it here and move that 10 where it belongs, into the tens place. Now I can add 7, 5, and 1, which again is going to give me 13, but I can't leave this 10 in this place value because it actually means 100. So I need to move that one over one of my place values, and now I can add that together to get 433.